$125 off of the very first purchase that you make using that card, which could be this ring. Another absolute ring that we've got for you. This one is 1.6 carats total weight. It's this round stone, multi-shaped band ring. And what that means, the name is not very romantic, but the ring itself is. So as I turn this ring, you can see you've got rounds, you have princess cut, going all the way through. Because you've seen band rings maybe 100 times, maybe 1,000,000 times you've seen band rings. So it's always a challenge to be able to create a band ring that's interesting in its own right. And this one, because of the fact that you've got multiple shapes in the ring, means that it just automatically has that very interesting look. And I'm gonna put one on each finger so that you can see whether it's gonna be your rose vermeil, your gold tone vermeil, or the sterling silver. You've got a really great look on this ring. And I'll actually put all three of them right next to each other so that you can see. And what's fun about this is that this is a ring that can hold its own very easily. And if you just wanted to wear the ring itself, you could. Or if you wanted to wear the ring and put it next to another ring, you could do that as well and just kind of have, I don't know if it would necessarily be this one, but maybe you have a solitaire that you want and you've always wanted a band, or you've always wanted to stack a ring. You could easily do that, and these rings would be really beautiful to stack. And oh, look at that. And have a really cool look, because every time they spin, every time you kind of play with them and you touch them, you are seeing the multiple shapes that you've got built in. So the square cut, which is that princess cut, and the rounds. And those are the two most popular shapes. Rounds we love, and we always have, because rounds really, it's called a round brilliant, because it really does show off the sparkle of that stone. And then of course the princess cut, because I think partly because of the name, but partly because I think it's just a very interesting geometric cut that a lot of women are drawn towards. And you've got it. Oh, and I love the way that Valerie stacked hers up there as well. And when you stack them, you can get two with the same metal color, 2 sterling silver or 2 of the vermeil or 2 of the rose. Or you can mix and match. There's nothing to say that you can't wear multiple metals together. And I know that we've been saying that for years and years, but it's true. It has not gone away. If you really kind of wanted to stack them up, and this might be a little bit much, you know, you might not think 3 of them together, but maybe you have another ring that you would want to put between 2 of these and kind of use these band rings as like, you know, kind of that guard going all the way around. That would be really cool as well. So you can have fun with this, and these are absolutes, which means they are the simulated perfect diamond. Like I said, if we were gonna simulate a diamond, we're gonna simulate the flawless diamond. We're gonna simulate the most perfect, the one that sparkles the brightest, the one that shines the most, and that's what you got right there. And I even love, as we're wearing, and you're seeing this everywhere, maybe you even do it too, where you wear rings on, multiple rings on the same hand, on different fingers, and even in unconventional ways, whether it's on the pointer finger. I had put this one earlier on the pinky finger, maybe, and I don't think this is gonna fit on my thumb, but I even wear a thumb ring every now and then. I don't do it all the time. This one won't fit on my thumb, but I think that would even be kind of cool there too. But look at it if you just wanted to kind of do it on the pinky. And this one is the sterling silver. And it's because it's the white metal with the clear white stones, you have so much shine going on there. Isn't that stunning? This ring is less than $35. Can you believe it? The appraised value on this is $86. And even that, like I say, is conservative, because this is not like just a basic kind of costume jewelry that you would find in like a low-end kind of costume jewelry spot. This is made and cut the exact same way as it would have been if it were a genuine diamond. And it was set the exact same way. It's not glued in, which means these are all prong set, or these are all bezel set, excuse me. So they're not glued in, they were cut to fit. Because when it comes to a bezel set, It has to be cut to fit. It's almost like a picture in a frame. You can't put an 8x10 in a 5x7 frame, or vice versa. It wouldn't fit. It's got to be exactly right, and that's what these are. And they're stunning, and they're gorgeous no matter which way you go. If you don't have a rose tone yet, go for the rose. We also have the vermeil.